Hi guys. So I don't want to sound preachy or anything, but I wanted to leave some feelings and emotions with y'all in regards to Starbucks. I always do these videos, I always say things, and I never have the courage or the audacity to post them, so I'm hoping I post this. But what I want to say is that I guess Starbucks apologized, and I just wanted to say that their apology isn't enough. And the root of this, the actual root of what happened at Starbucks is that white people are still teaching racism. Racism is something you were taught. Children don't see color. It's when things are pointed out to them that racism starts taking, it's like a seed. And as soon as a parent or a caregiver or someone close to that child or even society points out that there's a difference, unfortunately, that little seed of evil starts to grow. And there are so many people that walk around that have no idea they're even racist because this is all they know. I grew up in Texas, Pasadena, Texas, so you can imagine the things that I heard growing up. And what it's going to take is not just Starbucks doing something different. What it's going to take is white people talking about it more, because most white people feel uncomfortable talking about it. I feel like that's, not because they're guilty of being racist, all of them. Some white people aren't racist, but the majority of them are, and they don't even know it. But it's going to take white people talking about it. It's going to take white people letting go of their friends and family members who are racist, having conflict in their own families when they stand up for minorities and say, look, what you just said hurt me and it's not right. I don't agree with you. It's going to take a lot of work, not just protesting and, black people coming forward and saying things. It's the racists that need to come forward. And I don't want to sound like I'm on a soapbox, but I'm going to give you an example as to whether or not you're racist. Because I feel that I have untaught myself a lot of things that I was taught that were incorrect. For example, white people, if you post a photo and it's of you and some friends and say it's a friend of yours that's black, and when you're posting the photo, you're thinking, oh my gosh, here's me with a picture of my black friend. This shows I'm not racist. The fact that you think my black friend instead of just friend, that shows that you're racist. I do Lyft driving. There are times when I have to double check myself. There are times when I get a request from a male who's also black, and I start to hesitate. And I push against, and I hit it, and I accept it. And then I end up having the time of my life with somebody that for half a second I judged. There was an older black man in Philly that I drove by one time because I didn't know if it was him or not. And then when I saw him, I was like, oh my God. At first I was like, is he a crackhead? That's literally what I thought. He got in my car and he was a recovering cancer patient. By the end of the car ride, he had listened to my song. I just got chills. Told me he loved my music. Offered to, I can't say what else. It's really funny, but yeah, you guys know my divorce has been crazy, but we made some jokes and he was amazing. But the point is it's okay to internally make mistakes, but if you don't correct it yourself or if you don't try harder, then this evil is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So I wanted to share how I felt about it, share what I had to say. I wrote a song that I knew a year ago would still be applicable. And in the song, at the end of the song, it's like there's a culmination. It says, black men getting shot for no good reason, no oppression. Anyways, well, one of the guys in the studio was like, why don't you just say, I don't know if it was the studio or when I was writing it, but they said, why don't you just say men getting shot for no reason? And I was like, no, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about black men getting shot for no good reason. And what's sad is that I knew when I wrote that song that it would still be applicable a year later. So what we have to do is we all have to go within ourselves and find God and push out the fear. Because the issue is also that you have people being raised who are being taught to be racist, and these people go on to become police officers, teachers, politicians. The children are our future, right? So we have to teach our children to do better. So I'm not the end all or be all or know all of everything. I do psychic medium work on the side. I pray, I meditate, I go to church, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ. This morning I got a buzzing in my ear, beep, and I got a vision of an explosion happening here in the US. And I don't know what that meant, but I do know that the US has a lot of karma. And I think it's weird about even the wall being built. It's like, what happens when we need to get out of the US? We're gonna have to be breaking down that wall to get to Mexico because some shit's going on here. Like, everything comes back to itself. So I just wanted to share how I felt about it and tell everybody that I love them. Because I do. Even if I don't know you, I love you. Because we're all a part of each other. I just want to tell everybody that I love you. And my heart is open and big. And I'm sorry. I feel sorry. Like, I want to do more. I don't know what else I can do. And I'm trying to think of ways. But something has to be done because the racial profiling is just it's almost like it's getting worse. Love and light, and I'm going to continue to pray and meditate and talk to God about this. And I just wanted to share. I hope this helped a little because I feel like I'm porcelain white. I mean, my mom's Latina, but come on, I'm pretty much considered white. And I just feel like there's not enough white people talking about it because they're afraid to sound racist. They're afraid to admit they're wrong. They're afraid to offend black people. They're afraid that their family members might not like what they have to say. There's just a whole bunch of fear. And when you let fear lead you, you're not being led in your truth. Because truth feels good. Truth is honesty. Truth is bravery. And fear is rooted in pain, hate, evil, deceit, deception. I've got a big heart and I love you all, and I'm going to do my part to try to help change and make the world a better place more than just this video. Like, these videos they're great to communicate, but at the end of the day, it's more like action. We got to take action. Prayer and meditation. Pray and meditate, guys. Okay, love you all. Goodbye.